Hello, I am Jody Wolf. You're watching EXPOZ today, May 9, 2011, 1:42 a.m., Birmingham, Alabama, and topic, new predictions for America and the Middle East and Israel. So let's go with America first. I have here some revised predictions for America. Not changed, just warnings are from different people with the same urgent message. With this, many people with the same visions and dreams as others. It's important that you hear them again, and you'll understand in a moment. So again, a brief description of what just happened in the last several weeks. 266 unofficial tornadoes in 24 hours in 5 states. More than 340 people died. Both numbers are going to be higher. The tornado, the 266, and the numbers of deaths, they are still in recovery. And we had at least one F5 tornado and several perhaps EF4s, and 5 meaning 200 miles an hour or greater, and 4 leading up to 200 miles an hour. One was estimated at 1.5 miles wide at the base, and at a number of times it was wide and then it would narrow up somewhat, but it traveled, it stayed on the ground 325 unofficial miles. The previous record, 1974 super outbreak, was 266 twisters that killed 330 people, official. This past week will surpass that when all and said is done. May 2003 was the highest recorded month of tornadoes at 558. May now is historically the most active month, and we haven't even started May yet. So far in April 2011 stands 871 tornadoes that shattered all records. A look at disaster records have never been tied, or a lot of the disaster records have never been tied or broken until this year. It was only 4 months ago that Australia suffered severe flooding of biblical proportions, and worldwide the flooding persisted throughout January, including massive flooding in Brazil. In February, a deadly earthquake flattened Christchurch, New Zealand, 75 dead. In March, Japan was hit by the earthquake, causing a tsunami that killed thousands, and the count should go to 40,000. 3 of the 4 nuclear facilities destroyed and caused a nuclear meltdown, and today they are still dealing with that terror. There have been swarms of unexplained earthquakes in Arkansas. That's a good point, because I keep telling you, watch the New Madrid fault. Watch it. Watch it. That one is going to be the biggie for America very soon. So the unexplained swarms of earthquakes in the New Madrid fault, Arkansas, which is the New Madrid fault, and but no one's talking about them. Catastrophic wildfires in Texas, record snow, record cold, record drought, and today the Midwest needs to brace for more flooding. I wrote this 3 days ago. This year, FEMA has declared 23 disaster declarations. America is now in 3 separate wars. One of them, we don't even know what side we're on. The records of weather, including storms, cold, heat, drought, floods, and billions of dollars in damage, has broken all records. And again, May, the worst month, is just coming in. The whole Middle East is erupting in chaos. Oil prices skyrocketing. The U.S. dollar is in a free fall. The United Nations warned of catastrophic floods and food shortage here in America, and we have decided to convert our grain to fuel. Stupidity of our government. Announce a food shortage, but yet they're going to see how much more fuel they can make out of grain, which costs much more than it does to process fuel in the first place. So here we are, new warnings of a massive earthquake to hit the New Madrid Fault, creating food, fuel, power shortages, and unrest. Here in America, the disasters will take its toll on government being able to help, therefore creating even more problems we cannot afford. Drought, Midwest, Iowa, West, Wisconsin, Southwest Minnesota, Missouri, Kansas, Nebraska, South Dakota, North Dakota, Eastern Colorado, East Wyoming, and south from Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Texas, to Arkansas, to East California. Look for a drought. Large plats of crop failures will have, with an announced food shortage later this year. This is a second vision, along with the one I just mentioned a moment ago. And also water uses will be limited. Expect to see more animal life die off around the world in large numbers, and prepare for more severe storms that will be in the Atlantic. Our East Coast and Africa's West Coast will be affected. Wow, that is a new one for us there. Look closely for the usually quiet South America from Mexico City through Panama and into Brazil and in Venezuela. Look for droughts and fires. Droughts and fires, and again, large food loss. Watch for a continued unrest and major new border problems with Mexico. Watch for the crime rate to skyrocket, with a 52% of the non-paying citizens with nothing coming in. They're going to go to the streets. I will not say Americans are leading the way. They, for the most part, have not had jobs nor paid taxes. That's their way. You know, I kind of put that wrong. But there's a group of people in this country, as you know, that just won't work. These are the people that this vision is of. Look for all these things mentioned above to increase in great numbers and come more often with greater intensity. The generation that sees these things begin to come to pass will be the last generation. So there you have it, some more prophecies and dreams and visions of a lot of people, and some very prominent people in there, and a renewed, again, when I said a large, unacceptable amount of earthquakes in Arkansas you're not being told of, this is linked to the New Madrid Fault. And I've told you to watch that one. That one's going to split. I promise you. Look for it soon. Jody Wolf, EXPOZ.